Well, it's week 5 of the NALCS. I'm joined. Wait, it's just the LCS. I'm joined right now by Zeyzal with coverage brought to you by Alien. We're going to talk a little bit about how things are going on Cloud9. So you have officially secured second place.
Yes, I
I mean,
think we're no longer tied, right, with anyone?
yes. I think you still might have had it, but at the very least, like FlyQuest was
Yeah.
nipping at your heels, and now I think you've cast them down.
Yes, I think we had it, but it's good to have it
Yes.
solely in the head.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, I think, were like, okay, FlyQuest and Cloud9, they're looking really good. Anyway, so you did that, and now you have found yourself in the situation where you're just behind Team Liquid because they also lost their game. Do you think there's a chance that you can take that first place spot?
I definitely do. I think as it stands, if scrims hold up at all, we are the better team.
Okay.
But that's not guaranteed because all their players play super well on stage. I mean, we know about Jensen and him on stage is nasty compared to scrims, so I guess time will tell, but I do think we can.
Yeah. Now, I've also heard from Cloud9 before that scrims are going well, and it turns out they're not. So, are they actually going well?
This is not a bluff. The
Okay.
Worlds one was an absolute bluff. We were 0-18 that week and canceled the rest of the week as scrims.
Yeah. I love that story so much because everybody was like really hyped, and then you guys were like, no, no, we've been getting wrecked. All right, where do you think Cloud9 is, or what is holding Cloud9 back from being like the number one team right now?
Um, we don't like to back down, so it's like if we get challenged even when we're weaker, we will fight. So as you saw today, it can lead to some scenarios where we lose fights early or just in general anytime. So I think that's like a big factor in it. And then minor things like maybe we need to improve in laning phase, get better at like avoiding ganks early. Like I died twice today to ganks, stuff like that.
Well, and that's what I was going to say is that FlyQuest game was really interesting because for a little bit I was like, wow, is FlyQuest going to do this? Or are they going to overcome? And they had a bit of a lead on you guys. What allowed you guys to swing it back in your favor?
I think in general when you play with Kindred, if they can ever kill the Kindred before Kindred ult goes down, you will automatically lose the fight. So in general, I think that's something that we avoided happening. It happened once in the Dragon fight, and we lost that fight instantly. And then in the top fight, we killed them before Kindred was even in danger. So if we could just peel back safely with Cassio Kindred, we'll always out DPS them, and I think that was our plan. So when Kindred dies early or Cassio died like in mid lane, you can't fight back.
All right, so stepping away from Cloud9 for a little bit, I want to talk to you about a couple things that have been on my mind this weekend. One of them is 100T. 100T was supposed to look like this really scary team going into LCS. People are like, oh, they locked in Bang. They seem to be struggling. Do you have any insight as to why that is?
I'm really not sure why. I mean, I do think that they do not have a strong laning mid, but I mean that's always been who he's thing. He's not very good in lane, but he's good at making plays happen around the map. But maybe just they don't have like enough firepower. I guess like when you look at Team Liquid, it's like double lift, Jinsen, like that's plenty. And then you look at teams like I guess us with Licorice, and then Sneaky now has been doing really well. So you just need two like 100% reliable carries, and you can say that's in Bang and Someday, but I think they struggle to get leads in their bot lane, regardless of like how good the players are. It could be like they just don't have the communication with their jungle to get the leads, or they don't draft enough for bot lane. But I think in practice, 100 Thieves is probably one of the best teams. They play weird, but it's like they still can beat teams, and they can beat us in scrims. And I think from scrims, Afro has gotten like a lot better. When I scrimmed him at the start of this year, he wasn't looking nearly as good as he did this past week when we scrimmed them.
Now it just seems so maybe they're good behind the scenes now, even if they weren't in the beginning, but they can't translate that to stage for some reason.
I think the reason he looked better is because like I don't want to give away strategies, but I think he decided to play the game in a different way. And I think that is helping their team a lot in practice, but it's hard to use on stage.
Gotcha. Interesting. Well, I'm sure we'll figure out what that cryptic conversation means in a little bit. The other thing I want to talk to you about was Doublelift had a video that went out on that was like a clip that hit the subreddit and started a ton of conversation around trash talking in the LCS. And the whole argument was there's just not enough trash talking. It's boring to say the same thing in interviews. I'm kind of curious about your take. Do you think the LCS should have more trash talking? And if so, why aren't you doing trash talking, Cecil?
I think it's fine if a player wants their image to be like at risk, they can definitely trash talk, but there's always that risk. So if you want to play the safe way, it's pretty much you avoid the potential for backfire. And the players that obviously don't do that are like Double Lift, who gets like shit on after every Worlds, and then like Gilius, who gets just destroyed anytime anything goes bad, regardless of what it is. So I mean, it's a risk you can take with your career that can help a lot. Like Gilius always was proud of his Twitter impressions because of like how much he trash talked and how much traction it could get on social media.
Yeah.
So I would say there's definitely benefits, and more is always better, I guess. It's more entertainment. But why I don't is just, I mean, I'm not really intentionally trash talking ever, but sometimes I say like comments unintentionally that are a bit rude. Personally, I don't like to shit on people, especially unprovoked. Like maybe if Double Lift trash talked me, I would say something back, but
Yeah.
like there's no reason to go after someone unprovoked.
I mean, the entertainment is a reason, right?
Yeah, entertainment for everyone except you if it backfires.
If you had to trash talk anyone in the LCS, who would it be?
That's a hard question. I mean, I don't really have anyone. I'm just.
I mean, it could also just be a friend of yours. Like, I don't know, maybe Jensen, because now he's on a different team or something. I'm not going to make you trash talk, to be clear.
Okay.
I'm going to force you to say. I'm just kind of curious, like, if you had to pick a target, and you know, it could be like a friend or something.
Okay. Cloud9 definitely likes to bully Niski right now, so it'd probably be Niski. But
So you trash talk your own teammate.
yeah, but it's like a motivational trash talk. You know, it's like Niski, your ex-champion's not looking the best here. I noticed you did 2K damage in a 30-minute game. Really happened, by the way.
Okay. That's impressive. I feel like I do more than that when I play support.
Oh, I definitely did more than that game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully that doesn't hit on stage, because I assume that was a scrim.
Yeah, some wild stuff happens there.
If I was going to miss, I was like, I can't believe I missed that if that happened on stage. Is there anything that you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Yeah, so thanks for being hopefully a Cloud9 fan and a Travis Gafford fan. And hopefully you keep watching and supporting us.
Both of us. Yeah. Thank you so thank you so much, Zeyzal, for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Have you heard about the new Area 51M by Alienware? It is so cool. The commercials on the LCS, they're non-ad blockable, by the way, so I know you've seen them. They're for this new machine, the Area 51M. Just got announced at CES about a month ago. It's an upgradable notebook, and I'm not just talking about like the hard drive or the memory. You can upgrade the processor in it. You can upgrade the graphics card. Alienware really outdid themselves on this one. And, it's why I think, best in class them and best in class me here as an interviewer. That's how it all works. At least that's what I tell myself whenever it's late at night and dark. You can check out Dell.com/Travis, link in the description, and they help me out. You can help me out. That's how the world works,